Hello Libra, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. Discipline, okay. Well, that will certainly come in with the Pisces as well. Let's get a Moonology card for you. The energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. Bottom of the deck is the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. So lots of communication, whatever it is that you're waiting for or initiating or something you need to say. You will get some information back in some way, whether it's somebody or situation coming back into your life with a Mercury retrograde, or whether you're going to see something that you didn't perhaps see before. Something like that may be coming in. Okay, so let's start. So this will be for you, this energy, Lakshmi and Pisces, I believe. The energy, but you know, the qualities that I pick up on for you and your person may be interchangeable. So you could see something in your person's cards here which is actually relevant for you as well. So just take it as it resonates. So Lakshmi, beautiful card, bright future, stop worrying, everything is going to be fine. Okay, so you just may be having a few issues or concerns about things. Perhaps it's to do with your profession or your relationship or your family, or just something that you're concerned about the future. Now this could be a global thing as well, because there's a great many shifts occurring right now. Belief systems are changing, things are changing, and things will never be the same again. So you may just be a little bit overwhelmed with all that currently. Certainly with Pisces that can happen. So Lakshmi, she's just assuring you there's abundance here. She's the most abundant goddess, and she says stop worrying. You know, whatever you're worrying about, you're going to draw towards you like a magnet, and you don't want that. So rather be putting your energy into positive things, things that you want to manifest, not what you don't want to manifest. And she's assuring you that everything is going to be fine. Your needs are going to be met. The universe is behind you. So, you know, radiate positivity. Let go of victim consciousness or poverty consciousness, or any kind of, you know, with Pisces, the victim consciousness can come in, the poor me, feeling overwhelmed, feeling like, you know, there's more enemies around you than there actually are. So it's a little bit of confusion, a little bit of ungroundedness coming in. So just be aware of that. And she's just saying that everything is going to be fine. Just focus on a positive mindset, cheerful outlook. Just focus on what you need to do, you know, whether it's artistic or creative or whatever it is, the work that you're doing, and within your relationship. Just stand true and fast within yourself, and you know, stay present, because you know, from the minute you step off into the past or into the future, the anxiety starts to rise up. So don't allow that to happen. Now with the Pisces energy, as I said, very strong Piscean energy. The Jupiter is moving through there, but great chance for healing, for connection to the divine, for connection to spiritual life, your spirituality, meditation, all of these beautiful things. Also imagination and inspiration. So if you are an artist, or you're creative in some way, or you write, or whatever it is that you do, or however you channel that ability, those imaginative and inspirational abilities, you've got a really good chance of really tapping into that at this moment. So you may be a little bit dreamy, you may be a little bit sort of overwhelmed by things that are going on around you. The Pisces energy is also about the unconscious. So things in the unconscious may be rising up. Rules about 90% of our lives. So this could be motivations, habits, complexities, self-defeating behavior, self-sabotage even, self-undoing, anything like that can rise to the surface during this period. So the very best way to handle this is to stay grounded. This is about spending time in nature, doing handcrafts, or even music, or whatever it is that creative and artistic that you can do, even if it's just a hobby and something that you enjoy just for your own personal enjoyment. Stay grounded, stay in nature, and do gardening, do simple things within, and stay grounded. Do grounding meditations, do yoga, whatever it is that you can to keep your feet on the ground, so that you don't get swept away by this energy. But let go of victim consciousness or feeling overwhelmed, or you know, also being a doormat. Sometimes Pisces can bring that energy in where you have let your boundaries go. you know, for whatever reason. It happens to all of us at some point. These things creep up on you. So, you know, if you need to put a few boundaries in, then do that, and do them in the most you know, present way. Do it with love. Put a boundary in to protect your energy and your time. This could be work related, it could be relationship related or family related, whatever the situation is. You know, just keep your boundaries strong. If you have got any addictions, you know, like it can be to anything. It can be media or drama or worrying. Or any kind of substance or anything like that, then, you know, there's opportunities are going to come in with Jupiter coming in to deal with those. They're going to rise up, but you can deal with them. It can also be about resolutions and endings of things. It could be past behavior or old cycles that have been present in your life for a long time. And you may just need to spend a little bit of time quietly dealing with those things, because the Pisces can bring that about. But it is also, as I said, a very inspirational energy, and it's about reaching and connecting to the divine and dreaming that lovely dream energy. And you want to manifest that, and that is what Lakshmi is saying, that have a positive mindset, focus on the things that you want, you know, in a very positive way, and that is what you will draw towards you at the end of the day. And with the Pisces energy, as I said, discipline. So, you know, that beautiful, dreamy, connected energy is wonderful, but it can make you ungrounded, and sometimes you can let time slip as well. You can lose track of things. You could lose track of what it is that you're doing, or it may be that you just spending too much time doing certain things. You know, it becomes like repetitive behavior, and then the next minute it becomes a habit. So things that are not helping you or not serving you in any way, only do the things which are going to really help you either to relax and gain your energy and keep your feet on the ground, or in a creative way, things that are life enhancing, you know, and just keep in mind the discipline and work steadily towards what it is that you're working on here. Now, your person has got Diana focused intention, and they've got the 9th house. So 9th house is quite a broad house. It's normally about meeting the world in some way. So this can be through publishing. It can be through teaching. It can be through learning. This is normally higher education, like university level, but it can also be adult education. It can also be an adventure or an exploration of some sort, and that can come about through international contact, whether it's import, export, or connecting with others online that are in a different country from you, learning about different things. But it can also be you know, a physical adventure, as in travel. This is normally long distance travel. In some cases it's international, but it's also, you know, connecting with others who are different from yourself in a different country and so on, learning about foreign things, foreign cultures, foreign systems, whatever it may be. But it can also be, it's also about the intuitive processes right now. So it may be that your person needs to just tap into that to guide them at this time. Intuition will be sharp with the 9th house, and they need to use their intuition to come to this focused intention. Okay, so as I said, the bow and the arrow is very much a Sagittarian energy, and the 9th house is connected to Sagittarius. So this is about focused intention. This is about where you're putting your energy from an external point of view, and you know, what are you actually aiming for right now. So she's saying, keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. So this is for your person. Whether this is to do with your relationship, perhaps, you know, if you're not already yet together or fully together, then they may be, if they're not close to you, they may be wanting to travel to be with you, or there's something that they want to do, some focused intention to do with the relationship, or it could be an external thing that they are dealing with right now and it's affecting your relationship. They could also be thinking, they need to think bigger than where they have been. They need to think wider, more international, just a bigger audience of some sort. The 9th house can also be dealing with the law or legal matters. So this would be higher courts. They may be dealing with something to do with that, or they may be studying the law, or they may maybe need to understand legal systems, common law in particular, to navigate certain issues coming up. But it's also, ninth house can also be relationship to in-laws. They may be grappling with that. It's also about philosophy, religion, belief systems. As I said, big overhaul happening in the world right now. So they may be undergoing some personal changes to do with that, what they're looking at, what they understand about the world, and so on. But it is always about seeking the truth. And they may also be having a focused intention around this relationship, whether they're coming together or they're creating something within the relationship. But it's about having the power to draw back that bow. And the power is actually drawing back of the bow. The release is the energy, but it's the energy that goes with the drawing back of the bow. That is where the power is. So it's their focused intention. What is their intention in this situation? Now the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon, so that means it's coming up to a culmination. So something that they are working on, I'm assuming, or it may be the both of you together. Something is gaining momentum at this time. The waxing is the moving up of the energy. Things are starting to work towards some sort of culmination or release. And you've got a full moon in Gemini here. So whether this is something they're going to express to you, or some idea that they want to initiate, whether it's within the relationship or something that affects the both of you, but it's saying that the energy is now moving towards this culmination, which would normally be the full moon. So now here we have, for the current situation, Artemis Guardian, and we've also got Moon Soul. So this is saying you may be a little bit concerned about your security, or the security of your children or your family or your home life. Domestic issues may be coming in. Female issues may be coming in, but this can also be female wisdom. And female intuition. All of these aspects come in with the moon. Things may be coming up, things may be revealed under the light of the moon as well. But it could also be about reaching a wider audience. Crowds and fame sometimes come into this as well, so that may be impacting somewhere along the line. But I do feel it's mostly to do with your moods and your habits, and this affects the relationship, obviously. But it's also about security, where you go to feel safe, and where you go to relax. And so your moon is your emotional life, and it's saying that you may just be concerned. That is why you have stop worrying here. Don't focus on that. Don't focus on the past. With the moon, sometimes that can happen. You can slip back into nostalgia and sentimentality, thinking back to other days and thinking things were better back in the day. Just remember, everything is relative, all right? You create your future in the present moment. It doesn't come from the past. You can bring your hindsight and your wisdom and your understanding from the past, but you create it in the present moment. So you must be present when you make your decisions or when you chart the future. So it could also be to do with children, maybe coming up. Birthing may also be coming up, or having children or childlike issues as well. But it's mostly about nurturing, health and diet, and looking after yourself and looking after your loved ones, the nurturing, but moods and habits and all of that come in. So it could be that you have just a few emotional cycles unfolding at this moment, and you may just be concerned about the security or the course that your children or your family are going to be taking going forward. So it says you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. So Artemis is here. She says not to worry about this situation or to be concerned about your nearest and dearest. They are looked after. They are protected. Again, we have the bow and arrow here. So something is definitely going to come up during the Sagittarius full moon lunar eclipse, or it could unfold because Jupiter is moving through Pisces. You can just see it's all interrelated. But again, it's this bow and arrow, the drawing back of the arrow. So focused intention. And so you need to focus rather on the love and light that is within yourselves and within the situation and with everything that's going on around you. Be the light for somebody else who may be having a dark day or a difficult day, or it may be your children or people in your family who are struggling. Be the light. Be cheerful. Be positive in your outlook, and focus on the love and light that you can spread to others. Be the light for others, and let the universe and let God and the angels or whoever it is that you are connected to look after your nearest and dearest, and come out of the worry energy, come out of that fears about security and so on. allow rather redirect your energy into more positive things, and to uplift those around you at this time. And if you do need to retreat, sometimes the moon likes to retreat, go somewhere quiet, then do that, to balance your energies and just have some me time, some nurturing time for yourself as well, or for you and your person, or just for your family. Take it as it resonates. Now we've also got, I just want to focus on this quickly. We've got lunar eclipse change coming in. So as I said, the full moon lunar eclipse, something may surface at that time. It's normally a culmination or a result of some sort. So this could be something that is, it can happen a number of ways. This can be something that's kind of been simmering around in the background, something that's been in the background, kind of there, but you weren't quite sure how it's going to come about, but it bubbles over now during the lunar eclipse. So something comes out. It could be something that needs to be expressed, or it could be a situation that now is manifesting. But it's saying that whatever this change that comes in, what's brought about by this, it will be quick. It's normally quick and quite abrupt in some cases. But if you do everything you can to tackle anything that you feel is lurking, anything that's in the background that needs to be dealt with, be open to the change, tackle it, be in the present moment, tackle it whatever it needs to be expressed or sorted out. But know that this is an inevitable change. This is inevitable. Whatever is coming out, it's a necessary and inevitable change, and it's for your growth, and obviously it's going to affect the relationship. It's cyclical because it's lunar, so whatever comes out will be dealt with and sorted out within a 6-week period, or it could unfold over a 6-month period. So this is about embracing this change. It may be very uncomfortable initially, because it can also pull you out of a comfort zone or a rut if you've been stuck in something. So if you've been sort of going along doing something like a robot, or in a specific situation which is not really suiting you, you're just there because you need to be there right now, but you would prefer to be doing something else, then this will come along and shoehorn you out of that. And you will feel uncomfortable initially because you've still got to find your feet, and there's lots of things happening. And it could be a little bit of an emotional jolt as well. So whatever comes up, be open to it. Know it's necessary and inevitable to move you into a better situation. And if you have, as I said, been in a situation which is it's just comfortable but not great, or it's not really where you should be, then this is going to move you out of it very quickly. So bear that in mind. So we have also got, for the advice section, we've got third house messages, and we've got Erekura blossoming. So the third house is everything to do with communication. So whether it's written, verbal, even body language comes in with this. So be careful with this, especially with the emphasis, such a strong emphasis on Gemini now going forward. Very strong emphasis. Now this is all, as I said, all forms of communication. So choose your words with care. Do it with love. If you need to speak strongly about something, then do it in a very honest and direct way. But third house can also be about communications with loved ones, like this is family members, general relatives, aunts, uncles, cousins, relatives, like that. But also siblings can also come in with this. And it's also about learning, understanding, exchanging of ideas. Electronics can come in with this as well. And dealing with all forms of communication, whether it's written, online, or verbal. Online, you could be communicating online about certain things. But it could also be learning. It could also be early education. You may be involved with that because of your family. So issues are coming up with that. And a lot of people are now going to homeschooling because, the traditional schooling system just isn't working, for them. So they are moving into a homeschooling system. So that all falls in under this. So take it as it resonates. But it can also be about short journeys. So for your person, they had 9th house, which is possibly a long journey, but in this case, it could be a short journey, probably by car. It can also cover vehicles and maps, things like that. So it could be a journey which, you may need to take just to escape or get away somewhere. A short break may be very opportune for you. But all forms of communication, but it can also be about documents and contracts. So in some way, this may be affecting your relationship, or it may be something that you're wanting to do, and then there's a shadow period for a few days after that as well. So triple check everything. And if you, during the Mercury retrograde, it's not the best time to be initiating a big action like buying a car or purchasing, making big purchases or signing contracts and things like that. If you can put it off till once that period is over, then do so. Otherwise, if you have to, then get others around you to assist you to go over the things again and again to make sure that nothing's been missed or overlooked or misunderstood. But all communication matters will be important during the third house energy. Now, Irikira Blossoming is saying you are just getting started, so have patience with yourself in the process and do not give up. So whatever is going on here, whether you're this is purely relationship based or you do have a few external things that are coming in to affect you both, it's saying that you're just at the beginning of something, whatever it is that you're trying to launch or get together or talk about or discuss or learn or, have patience. Okay, Rome wasn't built in a day. Things take a while to unfold, and also it depends on your consciousness and your other factors going on. You may have other people around you that are involved right now. So you're just getting started. Have patience, things are going to work out, stop worrying, everything is going to be fine, okay? Ground yourself, spend time in nature. She deals with the floral kingdom, so this is gardening or just spending time with flowers in some way, even if it's out in nature or in your garden. It can also be the use of floral essences, so this can be Bach flower remedies, which work on many levels within the whole body, emotionally, physically, mentally. It deals with all levels, or any floral essences. It can also be essential oils or floral remedies, whatever. You can use that to support you during this phase, just to keep you, like rescue remedy even, just to keep everything moving and going along and keep panic at bay or insecurities or stressing or worrying about things. But spend time in nature, and just don't lose sight of the fact that things are unfolding. Okay, don't give up, keep going and have patience, and things will follow. That you will get the answers that you need. So we're getting to this here. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. So this is, as I said, a culmination of something. So something is rising up to be expressed, or you may hear something, you may receive news, you may receive an outcome of some sort, a result, or it could be a contract or a document or something that something to do with communication coming in. And you may be hearing something as well. You may be receiving news. And full moon is always about a culmination or a coming to the head or a result of some sort. In some cases, as I said, a gratitude may be coming in there. So if you're receiving something that you've been waiting for, then the gratitude comes in. Count your blessings and do it verbally, actually express that. It could also be something to do with forgiveness, perhaps a family issues that can, coming up, or something to do with in the relationship. Take it as it resonates, but the answers you need are coming. This is perhaps you've been doing a lot of research, perhaps you've been waiting to hear about something. Something is coming in for you, and it's being delivered. As I said to you earlier, if you are we are all born creative, okay? Not all of us are artistic, but we are all born creative. So use your creative skills at the moment, even if it's just as a hobby or doodling or just something that you enjoy doing. It could be a handcraft, whatever it is. And if you're artistic, then use that, slip into that, because it's a wonderful meditative thing to do. It keeps you in the present moment. Your focus is exactly on something which is uplifting and imaginative and inspirational, and music also falls into that, obviously, but it can also be enjoy the arts. So this may be watching artistic programs, or going to an art gallery if you can, or going to see artistic endeavors in watching somebody sculpt or create things. Whatever you can do, enjoy that, because that you're going to get a lot of enrichment from that. And if you are in that field, then do that. But otherwise, follow any kind of creative endeavor which is enriching for you, which is going to enhance you, and make you feel better. And whatever it may be, she's saying that you're going to get a lot of enjoyment from that. Express yourself through creative activities. Now for the outcome or the potential going forward, we've got Ishtar, boundaries, and element communicating. So as I said, with the Pisces energy here, boundaries may come up. Now, with Ishtar, there's a number of ways this can be manifesting. This can say to you that whatever unfolds now during this period, you're going to be learning about boundaries, and this is a good thing. So this is about doing boundary checks. So you may have boundaries in place which are actually blocking you from receiving certain things. You could be waiting to receive news or to receive help or something coming, and because of your inability to receive, you have a block with that, then you're not going to receive it. And this can be love as well. But it can also be that you need to put a few boundaries in, whatever it may be related to, whether it's separating home and work life or separating family demands from your own relationship situation. Just apply it as it needs to. So love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. So apply it as it needs to be. Check that you haven't got old boundaries from previous situations which are now not serving you anymore. So only have a boundary which is truly serving you right now. And I feel that you're going to learn this during this process now. Air element communicating. This is everything to do with communication, obviously. You could be hearing things. It could be gossip related as well. So let go of that. You want to stay on a high road. But this is about hearing news. It could come over the airwaves in some way, or it could be written or verbal, and it could come from a number of sources, or you could be giving news out or releasing information or passing information on or just talking to others or communicating with your significant person. So communication, very, very important. It's also about technology in some way. If you are not in the same country or you're not together at the moment, technology may be very well coming in for you, where you're going to be using that more often now. But it can also be an upgrade of some sort. So you may be going from just phoning each other now to communicating in other methods. There's lots of ways that can come in. But the main thing from this is learning about manifestation. And that is really why Lakshmi is saying, stop worrying, everything is going to be fine. The more you worry, the more you draw the things you worry to you. So focus on manifestation. This is positive words, positive thoughts, positive words, and that is what you will manifest. This is the art of manifestation. This is what you're going to be learning now. And so focus only on that. Speak your things into existence. Your words are spells, so cast them well. Cast them on for things that you want. Speak things that you want into existence. Things that you really are going to serve you and help you. Speak them into existence. There could be air travel involved here as well. That may come in. Or going to a mountainous area. You may be going to live there, or you may be traveling there for a break. It's going to be fortuitous for you to do that. But all forms of communication come in, very, very important. Choose your words with care, and be honest and direct, and keep yourself tuned. This could also be through meditation, through channeling, bringing down information from the divine, but it can also be downloads and intuition and listening to your inner guidance as well. That's going to help you with these boundaries and also to navigate as we go forward now. Okay, Libra, hope you enjoyed that. Please take care. Have a wonderful month. And please don't forget to like and share or like and subscribe. And I will see you next time.